Hey, welcome back to Happy Little No Trees. Today we're going to steal some grades and hopefully do it better than AI. I don't know. I've tried to do this video a couple times and every time technology has gotten in the way, so maybe it's getting after me. So let's just dive right in and look at what we're doing. So this is our target image. I don't know if you've noticed, but you can take a target image and a reference image, and there's some AI programs out there that'll give you a 65 point LUT or a 32 point LUT, something like that, in response. And so it's kind of one of those things of like, well, do we really need a LUT? But you can see here I've already started fiddling around, and this is where we're going to go, is turning this image into that, and then applying what we did to a different image. So the way you used to steal grades before AI was you have your reference image and you can go into your custom curves. So we'll just bring up the custom curves menu here and you slide all the sliders down to 0. Now what's happening when you do that is 100 is 100, 50 is 0, and 0 is negative 100. So when you go all the way in reverse, everything you do is going to be opposite land, so that when you apply it to your new image, all the changes that you made here, when you slide this back the other way, will be normal in terms of how you view it. Our target image is here, this nice little lady at a meat counter. So, come on. The beef to the beef. She's buying some, looks like hot sauce. And that is a long story for another day. So if we just go over here, just slide this over the way so we can still see our nodes. We're going to just hop down to this one. And we have it all turned off. And we have our image in its normalized green state. This is how it came. And the first thing we're going to do is turn off Unified. And we're going to kind of try to just neutralize some of those blues. And you're just looking at your vector scope. You just want to bring it in. Oh, the other thing to note is look at the vector scope, look at the waveforms for your target image and be like, all right, so my target image is sitting around 68 and my blacks are somewhere else, like you can see right there. If you look 68, it's a pretty balanced image, it's log. So we're going to have to go with that. And so we'll go back to our working image, which always picks just the randomest tool for the custom curves menu. I thought I had it set up to stay on the same one. But anyways, so we're just going to kind of work some magic, kind of bring in, we know what's going to be popping is those lights in the middle, that no matter what we do, it's going to be really hard to get them to be not super hot. But everything else can be brought down and in around that 60-degree mark. Now we can bring up the shadows a little bit, kind of just even it out. And you don't want to do like an inverse where you pop something up higher than it should be. You want to kind of keep it just a nice general image. The thing is, it's not going to be exact. And now we're going to bring our greens down in a similar fashion. I'm going to bring up, we're trying to match the peaks and the valleys in our image, and we're just working right alongside. Let's see right here. Probably went a little far on the blue highlights. I'm just watching scopes. And I'll probably bring in here so it comes back up. That's about where we're thinking. We could probably maybe put middle anchor. I stretch that up a little bit faster. And probably, let in just a little bit. Blue. And now we have a bit of a normalized image with this curve. And we can see how the difference is between the two. So we drop off So this is the curve that I drew yesterday. You can see it's kind of similar, just drawn by eye. I was a little bit more shallow. So this dealt with a lot more of the magenta hue, but I still got a little bit of a green cast that I'm not too happy with. So that's the hardest part, and that's one of the things that does trip up AI is the fact that, like we can look at this target image, we have that, is that essence of bloom can be trippy and hard. But yeah, I was struggling with dialing in those highlights on how bright and how blue. You might want to just put an anchor here. We can kind of tease that back. It's around that 90. You can see how the blue shadowing on his shoulders starts to go away. By just bringing that up a little. So I like this one out of all of them in terms of neutralizing the grade and kind of neutralizing the contrast curve and the V rotations and everything like that. We can go a step further and link these back up, and in another node swing this all the way down and kind of just bring up the low end. That kind of matches our spot, and then as well bring down. We kind of peaked at 68. We can kind of just dial this in so that it matches our contrast curve, and you can see that generally speaking is kind of where we're at here in this image, and that matches this image. So from our target image, all we're going to do is middle click copy that grade over, and we just have to make a couple of adjustments so everything's linked back up. We can link it, and we can bring it back up to 100. And so that's all we did. Oops, let me show you what I did there. So these were down here at zeros when we brought the grade in, and that's what it looked like, because we're undoing something that isn't even done to this image when we're at 0. But now if we add that back in and add this back in, what we see is we're sitting pretty good, I would say. If we turn this off right here, we have a little bit more contrast. It's a little bit more spiky, and that's something we can dial in. But the overall hue rotation, the overall look, is kind of put into its place. We can even just draw this contrast curve up a little bit. Kind of make it a little bit steeper. But I would say it's not that far off from our reference. I mean, it's shot differently. It's on a different camera. Obviously, they shot the bear on a much better camera than this was shot on. This was a potato. Well, not really, but it's all good. Anyways, that's how you steal a grade without using AI. And the cool thing is this curve, this reference that you're looking at right now, you grab a still and you go over here and you say, this is my normal node tree set up with proper input and output. Going to right now Tesseract, which that's fun. And what I can do is just play that still and go, this is where I am and this is where I need to get to. And I can work all my tools that I'm accustomed to using. So we go in and enable hue rotations, show that hue curve, and like bend things and tweak and build our look using our normal look dev tools however we want. So yeah, that was, and work on getting it all lined up. But that's going to take a little bit more time to build in a match, the quick, easy, down and dirty way of getting a close match. Very nice, and you can save that off as a little bit of a LUT to just drop in at the correct place in your footage, and then do all your shot balancing and stuff like underneath it. Not bad. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.